The thoughts, why don't girls like me? Or why don't the girls I like feel the same way about me? Are common questions in the male mind that start during puberty and can stretch on pretty much forever. Cheery thought, isn't it? The mystery of a woman's mind is deep, dark, and dangerous. For example, why does she like the tattooed bad boy? But then the minute you do something off-color, she scolds you for it. Here are all the brutally honest reasons why she's just not that into you. 1. You've been friend-zoned. If you have ever had unreciprocated romantic feelings for the potential love of your life while they just sit there and act like you are BFFs, then you have definitely been put in the friend zone. One of the reasons your girl might not like you is because she has mentally put you in the friend zone. This means she wants all the benefits of going to dinner, binging on Netflix, confiding secrets, and bringing you as a +1 to events without also having the fringe benefits of making out, having sex, and sharing a romantic connection. If you're wondering, why don't girls like me? This could be a giant reason why she doesn't like you. At least not in that way, because hey, you're just the friend. 2. You are annoying. Harsh as it may be, have you ever considered that you are just downright annoying? If you're constantly asking, why don't girls like me? It may be due to your extremely irritating personality. If, for instance, you've been talking about the same topic for 30 minutes, and all your crush has said is a random series of huh, or cool, this probably means that she finds you either boring or annoying. Why? Well, you're probably talking about things she doesn't care about, or things she can only politely feign interest in for so long, such as video games, bro movies, building your own computer, anime, manga, or anything else in these nerdy niches. That's not to say that some girls don't absolutely adore those topics, just not the one you have a crush on. 3. You have bad personal hygiene habits. One kind of guy girls don't want to be around is someone who doesn't shower, can't dress himself, and doesn't know how to use deodorant or hair gel. She's not asking that you crack a six-pack and turn into Fabio overnight, but a man who can't take simple care of his body is a huge turnoff. 4. You offer nothing. No offense, we're sure you're a great guy and all, but do you have much to offer to a relationship? If not, she's probably well aware. We don't mean this in a she's a gold digger way. Simply put, sometimes it isn't enough to have a rockin' personality. Just as you would want her to emotionally and physically contribute to a relationship, she expects the following things: love and support, honesty and loyalty. Beside that, she expected you to encourage her to be her best self and to help her reach her goals. External factor that she expected from you are that you have a car, license, and steady jobs, meaning you are financial independence from your parents, and that you are responsible. 5. You are needy. As much as girls love to be reassured by love and affection from their men, they also love the chase as much as their male counterparts do. When you act needy, especially if you're not in a relationship with her, it's going to give her pause. Signs of being super needy include texting, calling her non-stop, constantly asking for reassurance or affirmations of her care, friendship, or affection, talking about her too much, or getting upset if she hangs out with someone else. If you're like this now, what will you be like if you were to actually date? 6. You're a jerk. If you're wondering, why don't girls like me, be honest with yourself. Are you an a-hole? If so, she sees it clear as day. While some women are actually super attracted to that bad boy appeal, your girl may not be one of them. If you are mean-spirited, an anti-feminist, a fat shamer, tell unfunny or crude jokes, are disrespectful, lack empathy, are a substance abuser, or all in all just a big jerk, she probably won't want anything to do with you, and for good reason. 7. You're unattractive. The truth hurts, and the truth is that women and men alike are shallow creatures. Your question of why girls don't like you may have everything to do with the way you look. Girlfriend's just not attracted to you, so forget her and find someone who appreciates your crooked smile. 8. You're poor. Let's face it, women like a man with money. That doesn't necessarily make her a gold digger, but it isn't uncommon. When a guy is poor, He is not attractive. It says he doesn't really care to improve himself or his financial situation. She doesn't want to have more money than you. It's messed up, but true. 9. You're too shy. Women like a man with charisma and a great personality. If all other women notice him, then they find that attractive. Even if he's not an extrovert, they like it if he is confident enough to take the lead. So, if you're too shy to make a move or ask her out, she's not going to think that's a good quality in a man. 10. You are awkward with your words and actions. You don't have to be shy to be socially awkward. If you don't really know what to say or how to act in any given situation, then that is not something girls are looking for. Women want a man who knows what to say and how to carry on a good conversation with them. 11. You're clueless about girls. If you don't know how the inner minds of women work, then you will most likely annoy most of them. For example, if you never compliment her or are always flaky when you make plans, they won't even consider you as an option. You have to figure out what women want, and then become it. 12. You don't understand boundaries. Maybe you are the kind of guy who asks girls for naked pictures of themselves before you meet them in person. That is wildly inappropriate, and girls hate that. There are boundaries that are normal and natural, and you shouldn't cross them. So, if you don't know social norms, you might violate them. If this is something you do, then you need to read up on how to act. 13. Your body language is creepy. Again, there are social norms in general, and also when it comes to body language. You should not sit too close to someone, talk in their face, or touch them too much. If you're wondering why girls don't like you, and then you do all of these things, you should know that it makes women want to back off from you. So, unless you are pretty sure that they like you back, then you shouldn't invade their personal space. 14. You're not very smart, or too smart. If you can't hold an interesting conversation to save your life, then that is very boring for women. Sure, you might like hunting and NASCAR, but if that's all you talk about, she won't like it one bit. On the flip side, if you're so smart that all you want to talk about is quantum physics and the theory of relativity, then she might not even know what you're talking about half the time. 15. You're too passive. The natural human dynamic is such that the man is the chaser and the woman is the chasee. In other words, a woman wants you to pursue her. She doesn't want to have to do all the work at any stage of the relationship. So, if you're too passive and not making enough decisions, she will grow resentful and look for someone who won't do that. If you find yourself asking, "Why don't girls like me?" it's time for some self-reflection. Take a moment to consider the points discussed in this video and identify areas where you can improve. Whether it's enhancing your communication skills, prioritizing self-care, or gaining a better understanding of boundaries, there are steps you can take to become a more attractive and desirable partner. Don't be discouraged. Use this knowledge as a springboard for personal growth and better relationships in the future.